Erling Haaland scored twice on his Premier League debut as Manchester City opened their defence of the title with a 2-0 win at West Ham. The Norwegian lived up to the hype since his transfer from Borussia Dortmund to give the champions a perfect start to the season in the searing heat of East London. He scored both goals in a comfortable win. Manager Pep Guardiola said he expects his new striker to score plenty of goals this season. Well, for more on Sunday's Premier League action and the final day of competition at the Commonwealth Games, let's bring in the sports journalist and broadcaster Olatomiwa Toby. Good to see you, Toby. A difficult start for the new manager at Manchester United. Just how big a job does Erik ten Hag have on his hands?
Well, it's one of those interesting ones where, I mean, the previous manager had said it as well, saying that there's a lot of things still to be sorted out. We saw a previous manager say United needed in excess of 6, 7, up to 10 players that needed to be moved on or moved out of the club. We saw somewhat of a bit of exodus with the likes of Paul Pogba, a couple of players who are Mata leaving the club. But then we saw the spine of United still sort of felt missing, especially in the game against Brighton and Hove Albion. And we definitely have to give due credit to Graham Potter for what he's done for his side, losing Cucurella, losing Bissouma, but still playing United in their own house in Old Trafford, opening game of the season. Pascal Gross, wonderful there. Danny Welbeck, many on Twitter took to say United's best player was Danny Welbeck, who's a former player on the day. So pretty much Ten Hag, he's seen that he has a lot still to play for. He has a lot still to do in the squad. He needs to find a squad that works. He needs to decide if he will be moving forward with Cristiano Ronaldo. We saw reports today United had in-house friendly against Halifax, which Ronaldo started. So he might just be looking to spearhead his target man for games moving forward. But definitely, there's still some defensive work that needs to be cleared out from the defensive half of the midfield that United definitely need to get sorted before having any discussion about a top 4 finish.
Right. I think we've got just about a couple of minutes or so before we have to go, sadly, Toby, because it's always jolly nice talking to you about sports. But let's turn to the Commonwealth Games. Final day of competition today. What have been your highlights over the last 24 hours?
I mean, you have to give credit to the ladies. I said it before, Nigeria had the big task of finishing against 24 trophies last time out. And probably they heard me, or the sports minister heard me, and they took personal offense in that how could I dare challenge them? How could we dare think they weren't going to turn up? And they did just about that. Not just in any fashion. The Commonwealth, basically from the women, from Toby Amusan, Ese Brume, Favor Ofili, Rosemary Chukuma, Grace Wankocha, Goodness Wanchuku, Eukaria Iazi. You have to give them the credit. You have to call their names. You have to understand the fact that these ladies have cemented their names in gold, not just winning, but winning convincingly. We had the 4x100, as you can see there, and we had them winning in good fashion, seemingly an easy fashion. With good credit to the men also winning getting the bronze in the 4x100. We haven't achieved that feat since 1979 or something in that figure. But the women really have stunned in this Commonwealth Games, getting the gold, breaking world records. We saw Ese Brume breaking world record twice in her final. We saw Toby Amusan doing wonders for herself. We saw Favor Ofili. We saw, of course, definitely Goodness Wanchuku, who I also mentioned, that was one to watch out for, also breaking the world record twice during her time. Personally, I have to just give it to Ese Brume. She's been the most consistent athlete that Nigeria has had over the last 4 years, and she's shown, and she said it herself, that one of these performances is to show the consistency and hopefully to inspire young girls, children, ladies back in Nigeria to take up more sports and to try and do something for themselves. But really, these ladies, you just have to applaud them. You need to write their name in gold. They've written their name in gold. You just need to recognize how good they've been.
Toby, I want to thank you very much indeed. Olatomiwa Toby, the sports journalist, talking to me there from Dubai.